So today I'm going to show you a new site that we've launched called PermitsCA. This was literally launched last week. So what is PermitsCA? Basically, it's an aggregation of building permit data from around the province and expanding into other provinces in the near future. We've taken the permit data and we've applied AI to the data to give you rich information on who is building what and where. So what does this mean for you? This presents a valuable sales tool to engage with companies that have been issued permits. They're a sure thing. The permit's been issued, so it allows you to engage with these companies that have been issued the permits to win more work. So you can see more information about it on our website, PermitsCA.com. So you can search for permits, find leads, and grow your sales. PermitsCA is for everyone in construction. So if you're a general contractor, you can stay ahead of your competitors by finding opportunities that have just been announced and getting a jump on those projects early. Or you can use it to see what your competitors are up to. Trade contractors, it's a perfect tool for you to find out your favorite GCs that you've worked with in the past, what they're up to, what they're building, so that you can connect with them. I hear a lot actually from trade contractors that they do work with specific general contractors, but the GCs don't always reach out to them when they win a project. So using this data now, you can find or follow your favorite generals and then proactively reach out to them and say, hey, I can help you with the drywall. Hey, I can help you with, what have you. And the same goes for manufacturers and suppliers. It's hard to find those private projects that they don't get posted for tender on Bid Central usually. Those multi-residential, those commercial projects, who's building the Tim Hortons down the street. Those ones are hard to find, but you have that information with PermitsCA. And so you can look at those projects and say, okay, they're going to need my windows, they're going to need my railings. I'll reach out to them and sell them my products. And there's this whole other segment of companies here that use PermitsCA, allied services. So whether you do post-construction cleaning, security, equipment rental, you name it, this insight into the permit data gives you actionable leads that you can follow up with and grow your sales. So let's dive into the good stuff. So if you click login, that will take you to the sign-in page for PermitsCA. So when you get to the sign-in page, you'll see the login page and you'll see this Bid Central button. So you can sign in to PermitsCA using your Bid Central login. And once you get through the login, you get taken to the dashboard. So this gives you some oversight into permits that have been issued by date. And you can see there's a bit of a drop here from July. You can see how many permits have been added this week, this month, how many new permits from companies I'm following, which I'll show you that feature in a minute, and how many companies I'm following. Next, it will show you a permit map. So this will show you where we have permits, and you can drill down into these specific locations. Also, recently this week, we've added some new permit sources in Alberta, and we're going to continue going east. As you can see, we have a very strong presence in BC. So when you log into PermitsCA for the first time, you'll see this welcome guide. And to get started, you'll go into your settings. And you can get to that through your name and then click on settings. You can change all kinds of settings in here. You've got your theme. You can change the theme. You can change your sort order. So if you just want to see the newest permits first, oldest, or sort by project value, you can configure the number of permits you see per page and the default date range. You can also go in and select the different permit sources that you want to get notified about. So if you don't want to see permits in Alberta, you can just untick that, or you can go in and select specific permits and then save your settings, and then you'll only see permits in those regions. Now we're going to dive into the permit search. So on the left, click permit search, and this will take you into the listing of building permits. Now this data is being fed in real time from, as you can see, there's 48 locations that we have permits for, and more get added every week. and this information comes in, like I said, real time. So you can click on a permit, and you can see the permit information. You see the project value, location, the date it was added, the date it was issued. You've got some additional filters along here. You can search just building permits or development permits, and you can see it. It also applies your filters in there. You can also search by keyword here. So if you're looking for a specific project, maybe it's a hotel or Tim Hortons, you can just type those keywords in. So if we look at this permit in Vancouver, this is quite a substantial one. This is a 27-story mixed-use residential tower. This type of project typically wouldn't get posted in BidCentral or any other platform because it's private development and just typically doesn't show up in these platforms. But through PermitsCA, you get access to this information. Now, if we go into the contacts tab, you can see who the builder is for this project and their information. And you can see that I've actually saved this company already. You can also click Browse Permits from this company, and it will show you any permits that have been issued to this company. Now, if we click on Builders Copilot, this is our AI tool that has gone out onto the web. It's searched council meeting notes. It's searched all over the web to find additional information about this permit. And it will do its best to tell you any additional information that's going on with this project, who the building owner is, if it's a commercial property, who the tenants are, and even gives you some instructions on next steps. So if we look at this project, and it puts it into a digestible format so you can understand what's going on with it. You've got the builder there, Axiom. No public information yet on who the architect is, but typically it will give you that. Let's take a look at another one. Now, once you find a permit you like, you can tag it. So I'm going to tag this as high priority lead. Save it, and you'll see now that I've tagged this lead as a high priority lead. Now, if you've got a colleague that would typically work on these types of projects, you can click More Actions, hit Share Permit, put their email address in here, and then it will send them an email with all the permit information as well. And you can also tag them as a favorite, and it will show up in there as a favorite. So that's the permit search. Again, you can drill down to specific locations. Just see permits in that one location. There's also a map view that will show a list of permits on a map. And then you can click on the permits from there. The one I like to do is change it to sort by project value. You can see there's some pretty big permits that have been issued. So here's an example of a permit that it's found where it's actually discovered who the architect is, who the GC is, and who the developer is. So very, very useful information. So looking at this permit now, what I would do if I was a trade contractor, I'd be reaching out to the developer, to the architect, or to the general, and introducing my company, introducing my services, and see if there's an opportunity to work with them. If I was a manufacturer supplier, of course, I'd be reaching out to the architect and say, hey, my windows would look really good in this building. Now, you can also search permits by company. So in here, you can type in the name of a company, and it will give you a list of permits that they've been issued. We also have a report section. that gives you a breakdown of permits by permit type, permit status, and this is the one I like best, the highest average project value by region. I find that quite an interesting one. Top permits by location, and more reports are getting added. Now, from a sales standpoint, you want to go in and manage your leads. So on the left-hand side, you'll click on My Leads, and this will show you a list of all the permits that you've tagged as leads. This is kind of basically like your CRM. So you can manage all of your sales leads in your pipeline, and you can see all the different statuses in here that I've added. And you can drag and drop these into different statuses. So this was the permit that I added earlier. You can view it. You can add new notes in here. You can go in and add a task and set a date. Which then leads you to My Tasks on the left, which will give you a list of all the outstanding tasks that you need to do. And once you're done, you can just tag it as done. Now, the next feature I'm going to show you here is My Saved Companies. So you saw before when I added Axiom Builders as one of my favorite companies. Now what I can do from here is pull up Axiom and get a list of all the permits that they've been at that they have been issued recently. So you can see here, these are all recent permits that have been issued to this company. So again, if you're a trade contractor and you've got a good relationship with a number of different general contractors, you can go in there, add them to your favorites, and get notified when permits get added, issued to them. And that is the overview of PermitsCA. Like I said, it was launched last week. It was built in-house by the BCCA team. We would love your feedback. Any features, any additional things that you'd like to see added, please send them our way. We'd love to help evolve this tool to be even more useful than it already is. So you can click this button up at the top, invite your friend to go sign up and sign in and start using PermitsCA today.